My name is Guadalupe Vargas, and I'm in my 7th year of seminary, and currently I am placed at Holy Family Church in Kingsburg. I became interested in the priesthood while I was living in Southern California. There was this priest who came to the house, and he would stop by to visit, eventually became a friend of the family. And one day we were all sitting in the living room, and he was sharing his vocation story. And he was telling us about how he dated and went to college and did all these other things that normal people do. And I found it intriguing because growing up, I always thought of priests as falling from the sky. They sort of grow on trees or something, I don't know. So him sharing his story about how he became interested in the priesthood, or how that came about in his life, interested me. At one point during his talk, he looks over at me and he says, "Maybe someday you'll be a priest." When I would go to Mass, I never paid attention and never questioned anything inside the Mass. Just sort of went through the motions. But one day, as I was listening to Mass, I was thinking about, why do we do this and why do we do that? Why does a priest dress like that? Why do we have an altar? Why do we have a chair? Why do people stand and kneel and sit and all these prayers? So I became interested in all that. And those words from the priest came back and said, "Maybe someday you'll be a priest." Living the seminary life has been exciting. It has been very rewarding. There's a lot of work to be done, mostly on yourself. So reflecting on, we call it discerning, what is it God wants for us, and then helping us to form our mind and our heart to the mind and heart of the church. A discernment of answering the question, do I want this? Do I want to be a priest? Do I want to do this for the rest of my life? And I think in the strongest way it's answered through the people. So the enthusiasm and the encouragement of the people, to see them and to work with them in the good and the bad. One day you're celebrating a baptism, and the next day you're celebrating their grandmother's funeral. And to move from one experience to the other in the same day, in the same week, is tough to transition, but it's the reality of the life that we want to live and the life that we're called to live. And in those experiences, I find my vocation and my faith affirmed and reaffirmed. The way that people help me and are helpful towards my vocation is seeing them be faithful to committing towards offering their gifts to the church. So that which has been entrusted to them, to offer that to the church, meaning to the people. Catechesis, youth, the different ministries, the different outreaches, prisons. Seeing people committed to those roles really motivate me to want to continue my life and offer my gifts in this way. That inspires me and helps me to give my yes daily to God, to my vocation, and to the church.